going live. Happy Sunday Fun Day, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly live stream where we stream from anywhere on the planet. Planet. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers and fathers that play the role of mom as well. Jeremy usually likes to start the live off with a song, and we get to hang out with you, read some of your comments in the live chat. Take it away, Jeremy.
If you love your mom, then type she's the bomb in the chat. If you love your mom, then type she's the bomb. Yeah. If you love... sorry. My mom didn't teach me how to sing. If you love your mom, $5,000 for singing lessons, and this is what my parents got. And you know she's the bomb. If you love your mom, type she's the bomb. Well, I moved into a town. You know what? I don't even remember how that song goes. How does it go? How does the Otter Creek Saga go? I can't even remember. I write these songs and I can't remember how they go. We moved into a town with no one around. You know what? I just figured it out. Well, we moved into a town with no one around, all to get away from the snow. I put in a 2-inch line and everything was fine until they tried to steal all my dough. Mary was in town hall, couldn't do math at all, just kept calling along, sending emails to Worm, hoping he'd confirm that no one would know all her flaws. Like Ned and John were running their con, trying to get any money they can. Everything around them dies, and then she fakes cries. They'll end up by the river in a van. There's signs all over town. Now they're taken down, and everybody knows who done it. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. They're living in a shed with no permit. Russ is texting Don, telling him it's on. Let's give the world a show. They always wanted fame, and now they know their names. In the meetings, always vote no. But they're all making threats. The fans are taking bets. Who's gonna be the first in jail? Mary, Russ, or Don, Lynette, or John. We just know it won't be what the hell's. 'Cause I moved into a town, no one around, all to get away from the snow. I put in a 2-inch line, everything was fine, until they tried to steal all my dough.
Give it up for Jeremy.
Oh my, oh me, oh my. What a week in Hale's headquarters.
And in Otter Creek. I mean, technically, it's always going to be what a week in Otter Creek.
How's all that garbage in that abandoned property that we believe... Well, how about you share how that garbage is in that abandoned property and who we think the abandoned property belongs to and why it's ironic.
It is quite ironic, I will say. And so where all of the garbage was in the building with no roof, there's no roof on that building. All of that garbage that we had shown, some of it is gone now, and some of it is covered with plastic.
Like in the old days when we had furniture and it was covered with plastic, like my grandparents, but you were never
No,
allowed to take the plastic off unless you had
no,
somebody
because
extremely important visiting, like the Pope.
it's only covered in plastic because there's no roof to that building.
Now, didn't we were told that that used to be an actual grocery store, right?
I don't remember, but it looks like a jail cell to me. Like when you drive past it, it looks like a jail cell.
Does look like a jail cell. From my understanding, from what I've been told in the past, is that that used to be an actual little corner store. I think I even heard people say that you could get jeans and things like that there. And there was a light, but the light doesn't work anymore. And who do you think owns the property?
Flipping Adventures thinks it used to be a bait store.
Oh, it was a bait store?
Yes.
Okay, I'm getting on the Levy County Auditor site right now.
While you do that, so I haven't looked personally to see who owns that piece of property that sits there on the corner.
I'm looking right now.
We got confirmation from 2 residents of Otter Creek that that property belongs to the Strong family, which it's very ironic.
Wait. The Strong family? Who's the Strong family? Albert Mueller? Or no, not Mueller.
Fuller. So the
town hall.
Yes. Albert Fuller, the gentleman that had nothing to say when he sat on the well, I wouldn't even say he was on the board, but he sat at the council table, didn't say one word of how the meetings were ran by former Mayor Meeks, who didn't know how to run a meeting. And then now that he's no longer sitting at that table, he has plenty to say of how a meeting should or shouldn't be ran and how permits are needed and this is needed and this is needed. So I'm curious to know why that's okay. I don't even think that garbage in there belongs to them.
I'm not so sure that's the Strong family, because what I'm seeing on the auditor's website right now is Daniel Norman and Francis Norman. And it says it's 1.09 acres, and it's all part of that meth house that's right next to it, where they're pulling in all the campers illegally, just like Crook and Lynette.
Okay, so there's a third campground.
So it's saying that whole parcel is Daniel Norman and Francis Norman, including that area there, which means it's probably so. What George and I know, and residents of Otter Creek know, that right on the other side of that building is a known rug house. It is a absolute known rug house. As a matter of fact, there are individuals that don't live in Otter Creek that originally claimed they lived in Otter Creek, and then claim now that they grew up in Otter Creek, and who loves to hang out there and film things there. And there's another home that's next to Town Hall that the same individual likes to go and film at or creep from in the bushes, but he had to take that video legally down because he broke the law. And that's a known rug house as well. So from what I'm seeing here on the county auditor's map, that corner lot is all part of the same rug house, the 1.09 acres. Valued at $36,571. Sold for $60,000 on February 11th, 2015, which is the house, the rug house, the rug garage, where all the rug addicts do their dealings. And now they're overtaking that 4 walls. So that's what I'm seeing. This is not part of the Strong family unless somebody knows that something that I don't know.
Well, the people that live on that property, they haven't bothered us or done anything to us. So, I mean, if that's the case, then they can do whatever they want on their property.
Well, with no code enforcement, it's just more garbage. So it's just more garbage trashing up Otter Creek. Interesting, huh? So you're saying after I released the video, some of that stuff actually disappeared. And
whether it was a coincidence, I don't know. But yes, at the moment that you released the video, some of the stuff was gone.
And others of it is covered with plastic now to somehow hide it from sight of view, or
No
interesting.
idea.
Interesting. Okay, well, from what you told me that it's part of the Strong family, I do not see any evidence whatsoever. So we have to publicly state that whether we're right or wrong, when we are wrong, we got to eat crow. And so had nothing to do with Albert Fuller. I opened my mouth way too soon before I actually validated that information. And I do not believe Albert Fuller or the Strong family is actually related to Daniel Norman or Francis Norman. And so my guess is these rug users are trashing up their own property, which is nice that they're not trashing my property anymore. That's kind of a bonus. I mean, the reality is anybody will trash any property because they feel entitled to do anything they want to do, because they'll sit there and go, I grew up in Otter Creek. I used to go on this land all the time. I could do whatever I want. Interesting.
Well, it becomes scary. It becomes scary when they think that way, that they could just trespass anytime they want. That's not okay.
No respect for any person or any person's property. But it's funny, if you were to trespass on their property, what do you think they would do if we trespassed on their property?
I don't know. And I don't want to find out, because that's not something I would ever do.
We don't like your kind round here. You better be coming for our special rugs. Or we gonna bury you in a rug. Interesting. What else is happening in Otter Creek?
Let's see. Deanna bought me a cake. She got me birthday cupcakes and a birthday cake.
Interesting.
We went out. It went really well. It was a lot of fun. We had ladies' breakfast for my birthday on Friday, and the waitress put candles in my French toast, and her and another waitress saying happy birthday to me. I didn't see that coming. And it was fun telling everyone that I was 52 instead of 42.
That's your new deal? Oh, I'm 52.
Yeah.
And they go, you look so young for your age.
Yeah, I'm going to be 10 years older than what I really am. Most people say they're 10 years younger. I'm going to go with 10 years older and see the reaction. The reaction's priceless. It's priceless.
So it was a good reaction. What did the waitress?
I thought it was. And I'm pretty sure the restaurant thought it was funny too. They got it. They knew it was just a joke. Just jokes.
You know, many people comment on the Sunday night live streams and the videos, and they will at times say, George, you look 10 years younger. Or they will say the other avenue of going, George, you look so exhausted and tired and sickly. Do you want to let the viewing audience know what the difference is?
Could you rephrase your question?
When you don't wear makeup, what do people say to you all the time?
That I look tired.
When you do wear makeup, what do people say to you all the time?
That I'm glowing.
There you go.
I don't really wear makeup too. I don't wear that much makeup. I just put on a little bit of foundation and maybe some eyeliner. I don't put mascara on. But without makeup, sure. Do I look tired? Sure. I probably look tired now.
So all of those who always comment and when say, George, you look so tired, that's when George isn't wearing makeup, which is nowadays more often than not, versus the beginning of the days where George had her hair, what did you call that? Ombre and makeup and all of that stuff. And we're older now, where we go.
Once I hit 40, I stopped caring about what I look. And I also don't care what people think of me. I used to worry and be upset about what people think of me. And now I just don't care. I think once you hit 40, well, for me, once I hit 40, things just roll off my back. I don't even care. And we work in storage units. And so it's hot out. We're sweating. I just don't want to. I'd rather put my hair up off of my neck. I have a lot of hair. And there's always dirt in my face. I'm always touching my face or wiping my face. And so it's just better without it, just going all natural.
Once I hit 25, I got off the makeup too. It was at that point I went, you know what? I just don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. And, back then I used to color in my bald spots, but now I'm embracing them. Even I went and got a haircut. And so one of the things that the barbers keep doing, so the past 2 haircuts I got, I have to go back in and I have to cut more because what the barbers keep doing, obviously this is male pattern baldness with old age. And this is male pattern baldness with old age. This one always looks worse because I have these really crazy colics over here. So what happens is some hair follicles, can you explain what my hair does? You know what it does. It's like really weird.
You definitely have a receding hairline.
But the colics, do.
What the colics make your hair grow in different directions. And
so it makes this look even more balding. But what the barbers keep doing is the barbers are like doing a comb over and they're leaving hair to cover up this bald area. And I have to go in afterwards and cut it up to where, stop with the comb overs. I don't want a comb over. I'm okay. If the hairline is right here, take the hairline up there. So the past 2, I've cut them all out. I've cut them all. But when I first met George was like, oh, grow your hair really long. If you go back to the original videos, my hair was always short like this. Then I met George and she's like, nah, grow it long. And then everybody thought literally I was wearing a wig. Like we'd get so many ridiculous comments about, he's got a wig. And then all the comments on George, she looks sickly. Oh, today she's glowing. Oh, she looks sickly. Now, George and I know it's makeup and no makeup. And George and I know it's not a wig. It's long hair versus short hair. But interesting. So how old are you now?
52.
Wow.
Minus 10.
52, not bad. And you still have more hair than I do.
I am still losing a lot of hair because of the thyroid medicine that my doctor has me on. And so I do have an appointment with her this month, a virtual appointment. So I'm going to address that with her because I am losing a ton of hair still losing a ton of hair.
But are you losing it in your armpits and your legs?
No.
Me either. I'm getting more on my back, which is concerning. Especially since you made me go to laser hair treatments to get it all removed and it's still growing in.
How many times did I make you go?
3, 4.
I thought it was only twice.
Well, all I know is I have mutant back hairs now. They're like, have teeth. They're like, the radiation turned. That's all I know. That's all I know. So what else is going on in Otter Creek? We found out this week. Did you know, since you and Don the Con are such good buddies, and obviously, Don loves to do interviews with you. Did you know all the information that was revealed about Don the Con this week?
No, that's something new that I learned. And based on the email that you found where his wife said that he was having radiation treatments, that right there tells me that they caught it at an early stage and he was able to get radiation and that he beat it.
Except I had another thought that you and I haven't talked about yet. And I saw Avery's All In is in the chat. Avery's All In, I got your phone call. I was busy and I was just thinking before the live stream, I forgot to call Roy back. I will get back with you. I promise it'll probably be tomorrow because after live streams, George and I usually have a lot to work on together off air. But here's the other thought I had. You tell me what you think. What if Rosemary was lying about it all? Do you think there's potential that Rosemary was just lying about it? Because look at this. Look at this. Here's what we know. Here's what we know from the emails so far. And I haven't gone any further. I haven't looked any further. I want to look further, but I haven't yet. But we know Rosemary got the town of Otter Creek into a lawsuit, right? So we know that. Not only one lawsuit, but a lot of issues, just a tremendous amount of issues. What if Rosemary was actually lying to the newspaper Kathy lady just to save face and say, oh, my Donald? Because we've never heard any of this before. Not even Shart has said, the hero who beat cancer. I mean, if he's such a... Now, keep in mind, if he actually did have it, I don't wish cancer on anybody. Not anybody I do like, not anybody I don't like. I don't wish any ill will in health towards anyone. But I also want to look at this at all angles because I haven't gone any further in the emails yet. But after filming that and thinking about that, what if Rosemary was just lying, trying to save face, knowing she already got the town in a lawsuit, knowing she screwed the town over so much, knowing all the corrupt things that she was involved in and doing? And what if she's just trying to make an excuse now? Oh, yep, that's what's going on. Any thoughts on that? Have you thought of, I haven't talked to you about it yet, but have you thought about any of that?
No, that never crossed my mind. But there is a but there. There are people that have been known to fake cancer.
Scam the system.
And you see news articles, you see videos on social media about it, but that never once crossed my mind just because I guess I've only met her once. She came up to me and introduced herself and she seemed really sweet. Now if Lynette would have said something like that, 100% I would believe that she was lying about it because she has a pattern. We've debunked so many of her lies that there's that history in that pattern. But when it comes to Rosemary, I don't know. No, I didn't think of that. But I mean, there is a possibility. I'm not saying that she did, but there is that possibility because people have done it in the past.
So I actually grew up, I don't know if I've ever told you this before, but I grew up in church, youth group, the whole deal with this gal. Which you and I have talked about our experiences in growing up in church and who we hung with and disappointments. So this is a disappointment. This girl actually worked at Camp Patmos with me, Christian camp that I love on Kelly's Island. My good buddy Dave Sellers is there, and we were teenagers. And she met this other guy, and they went and they got married and they went off on life. And she faked cancer. She had all these fundraisers and faked cancer. And I have all the news articles. I actually used to use these news articles in my training of my incoming staff every year. And I'd have an incoming staff over 150 employees in the organization that I was the executive director of and running. And I would use these articles because they were real and telling them, listen, you are making an impact for life on these kids or on these people. And what you do outside of here affects here for the rest of its life. And I could say that to myself as well as an encouragement or a discouragement, make right decisions, right? Well, she went on to scam for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And what did she do with it? She went and she got new ones of these. because she claimed she had that kind of cancer. And her husband scammed, he worked for a bank. He scammed almost $500,000 out of the bank. He went to jail. She didn't somehow, some way. These are two people that I know that scammed the entire system, that lied throughout the system and used cancer as the aspect of lying. And so knowing or witnessing Don and witnessing Rosemary and the lack of professionalism on both of their parts, it leads me to question whether any of this is valid or true. Now, I'm not saying it's not. And if it is true, I don't wish that on anybody. Okay. I don't wish it on anybody, but I'm at a point in Otter Creek not to trust anybody about anything. And so I thought it was interesting. And obviously, Rosemary never understood her position to understand anything and everything that she writes and creates is a public document. And we could say the same about Lynette, right, George?
Yes. Anything that goes through, if you're working for a government entity, anything that comes through, whether it's fax, email, FedEx, becomes public records.
Your own cell phone. As a matter of fact, tomorrow's video, which you are not going to want to miss, is all about this document right here. It was authored by Lynette. It was sent to the courts by Lynette, and it's one of the most incriminating pieces of paper that the biological ants have right now that is going to be used against Lynette in the court system. Now, don't get me wrong, it's going to be used in federal court as well. You will not believe the insanity dripping from this piece of paper and how it's going to be used against Lynette and Crook in the courts to save a child. I mean, that's the reality of it. And how stupid do you have to be? For example, this week we're going to go over this as well. This is, you want to tell them whose this is? Character witness, Paul?
That's another character witness email, which tons of irrelevant stuff.
Complete and totally irrelevant from Paul Hembry. And the funniest part is this is the same moron who went on later to claim that Lynette was a paid actor by What the Hales.
No, that was Wiggles.
Oh, that was Arthur Wiggles. Okay. Yeah. Hemorrhoid.
You're getting the two crazies mixed up.
Well, it's hard not to, because this little group, this little Lynette turtle cult, her cultist drinking her turtle soup, they all are the same. They're all the same. It's a complete and total insanity. So it's kind of hard not to get these weirdos all mixed up. Yeah, so it's going to be an interesting week. I can guarantee you that, with information on court and everything that's going on in Otter Creek as well, which the next meeting is when? Next week, right?
No, the following week, the 21st.
So not this week, but next week, right?
Yes, not this upcoming week, the following week.
Interesting.
And what another thing that I found interesting that Lynette submitted to the courts as part of her paperwork was she admitted that she doxed our address, our Ohio address. She admitted to it, but somehow we got the protection order fraudulently.
Fraudulently. And then Marla Hughes, as stupid and as ignorant as this woman is, writes a letter to the Ohio courts claiming it was all her, when Lynette is literally claiming it was herself in Florida courts, but then during the hearing is blaming Marla. I mean, how stupid.
There's a lot of inconsistencies with the paperwork that she's submitted to the courts. In one sentence, she's saying one thing, and then literally within the next sentence, she's contradicting herself and saying another thing. And I think what's fascinating about this whole story with the neighbors who were ex-fans that stalked us, who moved to Otter Creek with barely any money to even build a home, thinking that they could use the fan base to raise enough money to build the home. What I find fascinating is just watching just the human behavior of how people can think the way they think and why they do certain things that they do. And I think that's what makes it interesting for me, because I've never dealt with it before, but I don't know, I guess it's because it's new for me. I think that's why it's interesting and fascinating, because you see the lies upon lies, and
Oh,
it doesn't end.
heaps of lies. It's
It
so
continues to go.
many lies, so many lies. And not only is it just a cesspool of lying, it's interesting to see the personality type, which is frankly insanity, crazy, on meds, out of their mind, that actually will follow Lynette like a cult. I think it's the turd cult. Huh. The cultist. The turdist. Are her cultists called turdist?
Whatever you want to call them.
They might be turdist. They might be turdist. The turtles don't even follow Lynette. They're all trying to get away. And the corruption that runs so deep, many might have even seen the meme that was posted on What the Hales this morning, which there are many, many, many who have capabilities of creating great memes that get posted. Most social media full-time content creators or social media influencers, they have a team around them that manage their accounts. And I'm thankful that we have a good team. And many should or could have seen today that not only is Russ the Sus under an ethics investigation right now, main issue being telling a resident to punch him, telling residents to sue them. But the biggest issue, using his perceived power as mayor for adult favors in exchange for water being turned on. And then the information coming out that Rock Meeks, or Russell Meeks Jr., was under investigation in 2023 by the Ethics Committee. And what was the issue? Form 6. And he wasn't the only one. Matt Brooks was as well. Now, Matt Brooks is another county commissioner who has publicly stated a lot of derogatory and a lot of defaming things about myself, stating that all I do this for is to chase clout, stating that I want my moment in the spotlight. Well, here's the issue. If he keeps it up, he's going to get his moment in the spotlight. And that guy is covering up so many corrupt things right now. I'm pretty sure neither Rock nor Matt want me to uncover all this corruption at the county level. I'm pretty sure.
There was an article that recently came out that there's a lawsuit coming out because they want public records of certain things on the county level.
It's going to be interesting to see what happens, and I'm pretty sure those county commissioners don't want me digging. And they love to run their mouth when they think I'm not watching, but the reality is I don't have to watch. The rest of the planet is watching. All I have to do is have an email address and all the information comes straight to me. It's amazing when not only do you have private investigators, but you have personal investigators that literally will dig up everything. And I've been shared with plenty already in regards to Matt Brooks and Rock Meeks, but I've refrained from going that direction. But I did share that both of them were under ethics violations for Form 6 in 2023. And what did Florida do about it? Nothing.
I haven't read the article, so I don't know.
Nothing. They did
But
absolutely nothing.
hmm.
Now, with exposure, then pressure comes to actually do something. And if there's one thing that is abundant in Otter Creek, it's exposure. As a matter of fact, Lynette is going to talk about Crook exposing himself in this document, which will be covered in tomorrow's video. It's you might want to have, when you're a kid, George, did your mom give you a throw up bucket? Like when you were sick, did you get a throw up bucket?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Well, I'm just warning everybody, when Lynette talks about Crook exposing himself in this document, you may want to have that throw up bucket near. I know you've read it already. As a matter of fact, you're the one that sent it to me. So I know you read it. You highlighted areas, you underlined areas. Did you vomit when you read it?
It definitely was sickening. Again, that's what makes this whole thing interesting and fascinating, is just how does this woman's mind work, and why is she writing this to the judge? She should have filed an injunction on him. Like, if she wants him off the property, filing an injunction is one way to get him off. But then later in the paperwork, she says that, well, I need him. So it's like, okay, he abuses her, but she needs him because of financial reasons.
That woman's never received so much money until we expose this all on YouTube. So
it makes no sense. Her story makes no sense.
I need an injunction, but I need Jeremy because I'm finally getting donations.
I need an injunction, but then she talks about the man that lives on her property that's abusing her. So it's like,
it's going to be a great video tomorrow, I promise you. And it is all coming not only in federal court being used against her, but it'll also be in a family court used against her, as the biological family attempts to
challenge.
That's probably the best word at this point in time, is the adoption, if it is legal at all, is being completely and totally challenged. And obviously we have more insight into that than Lynette or Crook do at this point in time. As a matter of fact, we have a tremendous amount of insight in it. But and there are some of those in the chat right now that have a tremendous amount of insight in it, because some of you have been working with the FBI, some of you have been working with other agencies and the biological aunts and us to put this all into motion. And so we say thank you to those who are behind the scenes, that may never be given proper thanks and accolades on camera, and yet what they're doing behind the scenes is making a difference in people's lives. And so there are many things always going on in my life, in George's life, in everybody's life, that you'll never know. I always think that's the danger of being online. People who think they're entitled to everything in your life. This is what you see of my life. My life is, you can't see how big my arms are right now. You're only entitled to what I want to share. You're only entitled to what George wants to share. And some things you're never, ever going to be entitled to. And so there are people working diligently and dedicatedly behind the scenes to make sure that a child's life is saved. And we appreciate them, even though they probably will never get the proper accolades on camera. But there is a tremendous amount of work going on. And we do want to say thank you.
Absolutely.
Before we get to mail, do you want to share your favorite mom story?
Oh, geez. There's so many. I don't have favorites.
Well, I tried to trap her there with that question. So I thought I had her because she was going to go, oh, there's so many. And I thought she was going to say, okay, so, and then I was going to go, oh, I thought you didn't have favorites. But she caught me before I caught her.
Yeah. Let me find, okay, so let me find a picture, but do you want to share your favorite moment with your mom?
I was thinking about one today, but it
Okay.
involves mom and dad. So while George is getting everything ready, I think I know exactly what picture she's going to go grab too. And she's going to have a difficult time getting her picture. So what you guys don't know, as I was just talking about entitlement, we have had major sound issues. As a matter of fact, we've invested more money into fixing those sound issues, and it did not fix it. And so George is actually on her phone right now, and we have isolated the sound issues to her laptop. It is her laptop making all the problems. And so literally seconds before we went live tonight, I went, just get on your phone. And the phone immediately fixed it, which then means it was all the laptop, which she's probably trying to get the picture from her phone to show you, but she's on her phone on the camera.
Yeah, I forgot that I was even on my phone.
So I probably am going to have to try and pull it up, and I have it somewhere. But one of the memories that I have is mom was raising 5 kids, and 4 of them were boys. And then Charity, she was born well later. I mean, I was a teenager when Charity was born, and all of us, my parents are pretty open about it. All of us are accidents. None of them were planned whatsoever. And so it's like a year and a half later, another one is born. Year and a half later, another one is born. Year and a half later, another one is born. Year and a half later, another one is born. And then like 12, 13 years later, then Charity is born. Whoopsies. So when there was just us 4 boys growing up in Elyria in a very tiny house, mom was losing her mind, which is not uncommon for the lady gender when they're at home all day with 4 boys. Not just 4 boys, but 4 Hale's boys. Like, we are the boys that would literally go up to the 2nd story of the house, pop the screen out, jump out the window and hang on the windowsill to see how long we would time each other, how long we could hang outside the house from 2 stories up on the windowsill just to see who would die first or who could stay alive. I mean, this is crazy. We came up with some dumb games, okay? And so mom is losing her mind, and she had always stated that she loved all her kids, but it was very difficult for her to manage her second born. Anybody want to guess who her second born was? I know George was a second born. And I remember mom calling dad. This is probably more of a mom and dad story, but I remember mom calling dad and just losing it, like emotionally losing it. Like she lost it on the phone. And since dad owned a grocery store and had his own business, she was like, you get home right now. You come take care of this right now. And so this is like one of the only times I saw real compassion from my dad as well. And so, you know, my dad was a lot of things. A teacher wasn't one, and compassionate wasn't one either. And so, but I saw it at this point because he came home realizing mom's just going crazy. His own wife is going crazy. And so whatever it was I did, I don't remember, and I don't remember what my brothers did, but whatever it was, dad was like, so what? And so mom's like, you take care of him right now. And dad takes me into one of the spare bedrooms, and I'm crying. I'm like, I'm busted. I don't even know what I did. I'm busted. I don't remember what I did. And dad took pillows, and he stacked pillows up, and he took a paddle, and he's like, when I hit, you scream. And I'm like, huh? It's like, when I hit, you scream. I'm like, what? And so he's smacking the pillows so it makes a sound. He closed the door so mom could only hear the smack, and then he would smack the pillows, and I'd be like, no more. And we're both laughing, cracking up. So I'm screaming, faking as a kid, and dad's spanking pillows, faking as a dad, and we're both cracking up as mom's literally losing it and losing her mind, and he's telling me to fake it. So whatever I did apparently wasn't enough to deserve spankings, and the pillows got spankings instead. And then I got to pop out of there and be like, da-da-da! And I guess mom was okay after that. After the pillows got a beating. I don't even know to this day if mom knows the pillows got the spankings and I didn't.
And that was the only time that ever occurred?
That was the only time. Now, my brothers and I used to put on, if mom would always tell us, when your dad gets home, you're getting spankings. And so we'd be like, oh man, what time is it? Oh, yeah, we got like 5 hours. And we would get all of our own underwear on. We'd put all of each other's underwear on. We'd have 2 inches thick of underwear on us. We'd put as many pair of pants on as possible to lighten the blow. But it was always, when your dad gets home, you're getting a spanking. And we'd had hours to prep and prepare. So, you put on as much as possible and you just go with the blow. Now,
Okay.
now, as I do want to say this, as I share that story, my mom's middle name is Joy, just like George's middle name is George. And my mom is one of the most joyful, loving, compassionate, generous. She loves to laugh. As a matter of fact, when I met George, and my mom has very much the same features as George, dark hair like George. My mom used to say that everybody thought she was a little Indian girl when she was growing up. And so George and her humor and her laugh and things along, there are many things that George reminds me of my mom, the things that I love about my mom. So I hope everybody understands that as I share a story about my mom where she's losing it. But my mom always, most of the time, had she kept it together. And as a matter of fact, she loves people. She literally loves people. She will go and visit every shut-in she can. She will hand make cards for them, take them meals. I mean, she's just a very, very loving person. And so that one story doesn't define her entire life. It's just one of the things that I was thinking about today.
My story was going to be completely different, and it had nothing to do with a spanking.
Do you want me to find the picture?
You're not going to have the picture.
I'm pretty sure I've posted it before. Is it on your Facebook?
No, I've never posted it anywhere.
But I have. I have posted it. I have it right here. It's on your Facebook. I have it right here.
That's not the picture. No, that's not the picture. My mom's not in that picture.
This isn't the one you were thinking of, huh?
No, because my mom is in the picture that I was going to show.
Anyways, how old are you in this picture?
Under the age of 1. I looked like a little. Look at my bowl haircut.
By the way, anybody who's wondering, George was 21 in this picture. And she's 52 now. George is 21 right there.
My brother's in the chat, and he said, that's my Cabbage Patch sister. Anyways, I
found another of you and your mom.
No, that's not it. That's not the one I was going to show. I've never posted it online. So one of my earliest memories, we didn't travel much growing up, but I remember the very first time we ever left Ohio. We took a road trip, and we were with one of my mom's friends, and we drove. I remember just driving, and then we ended up in this area in Pennsylvania, and it was my first time ever feeding ducks, and it was the coolest adventure for me, because not only did I leave the state of Ohio, because I had never left Ohio at that point in my age. I can't remember how old I was. I know I was under the age of 10. And there was a ton of carp in the pond. Like, I've never seen fish like that before, and they were like literally swimming on top of each other, and I was feeding the carp fish and the ducks and the geese, and it was just such an awesome time. So that was like one of my earliest memories of taking my first road trip with my mom and my siblings.
And now you get to feed ducks
every day. Yes. And then one of my fondest memories as a mother with my son is probably the moment that he stood up on his own and started walking, like furniture crawling. Like, I have so many proud mom moments, but like that's the earliest. That's one of the earliest memories that I have of him. And then recently I was showing friends pictures of my
This
son and
is,
I for his high school graduation.
that's George and her son.
We're
Actually,
just goofy.
that's kind of what George looked like when I first met her. I'll show you what George looked like when I first met her. So this is what George looked like when I first met her. And now George doesn't do her hair things anymore and the makeup.
Yeah.
And so
I
this is what,
stopped so I stopped spending money on my hair and my nails, and I paid off all of my student loans and
oh, I have his
so
graduation right here. So here's George and her son at graduation.
so everyone thought that was his girlfriend. The girl in the red dress, they all thought that was his girlfriend. And I'm like, no, that's me. And then his girlfriend at the time is standing next to him. And so he has a goofy sense of humor too, my son. He loves making people laugh. And if you've ever seen some of our older videos, there's a picture of myself, my son, and my brother George, and a lot of people think George and my brother are siblings too, because they look similar and they have like the darker features. But yeah, that like his graduation was one of a proud mom moment, obviously, because he got to graduate. And a lot of kids don't want to walk and they don't want to attend their graduation, but he was all about it.
That's George's mom and her son at his graduation.
Yeah. Yep, that's him. My mom's short. You guys think I'm short, my mom's even shorter. But yeah, I have a lot of memories.
Do you have a lot of mail?
No, I don't have a whole lot. I have some, but not a whole lot. You probably have more than I do.
I don't have a whole lot.
Okay.
I have this much.
I probably have just as much.
So any other mom stories?
I do have like a traumatic mom story that I shared with Deanna, but I'd rather not share that on the live. But there's a ton of mom stories that I remember, but I wanted to share like my earliest, my first road trip, like so memorable. I loved every minute of it.
I just remembered another one with mom that I remember as a little kid. But it has to do with dad and shenanigans again. So yeah,
Does it involve another spanking?
No, not this time, believe it or not. We grew up in a very, very tiny home. My family was poor. So we were poor but didn't know we were poor. But when I was wearing clothes to school that belonged to my older cousins and you couldn't see my hand through a shirt, I should have caught on that we were poor, but I didn't realize it. And so the drains clogged in this very tiny house. As a matter of fact, I often go back and I will drive by the house that I grew up in because I own another home or just a few blocks from it, actually. Not because I want to still own it, but I am trying like crazy to sell it to my tenants. But I'm really strongly encouraging them, please buy this because I'd like to use the funds for legal fees. And we're in that conversation now. But I'll go back and I'll look at this house and I can't believe my parents raised 5 kids in this tiny, tiny home. And the drains were all clogged. And instead of calling a plumber, your plumber called me personally. My dad went and got his air compressor and went down to the drain clean out, and he put compressed air in all of the drain lines. Now, understand everything that goes down your kitchen sink, your bathroom sink, everything that gets flushed down the toilet goes down all the same lines at your house, my house, where George is, where I am, where everybody is, they all go down the same drain line. And when you compress air and push it and it's clogged, my dad thought it was going to push everything out to the sewer. It didn't. It pushed everything up to the kitchen sink and splattered poop all over the kitchen. And all I remember is my mom screaming and crying, "No! No! No!" You know, a lot of my stories have to do with mom screaming and crying.
Those aren't very happy memories.
She was just mortified. There was poop everywhere where we eat. And needless to say, Dad was in big trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble. And I just remember...
He got the spanking.
I don't know if they did that or not. But I do remember thinking, oh, crap. No pun intended. I remember thinking, oh, crap. We're going to have to
what
move.
Shelley Hall just said.
That was one big, that was one big, massive shark. Man, I would have to just sit and think. I mean, you know how memories will just pop up when you start just to sit and think?
Yeah.
So, I mean, those are the weird things that you're like, I'm sure I could make a comedic act out of it. I'm sure I could do an hour of stand-up if given enough time. I practice stand-up all the time with George. Like I'll take a joke and run it around 20 different times and just to see if she'll laugh, which she will. And and then we never record it and we never write it down. It's just I do it again with another theme.
Yeah. I mean that kind of happens to us here too.
Do you have another memory?
No, but I mean I do, but I do want to get to the mail if that's possible.
Let's just do it next week. We don't have that much unless you really want to do it bad.
Well, I think I do want to open them.
All right. Then we're going to go to the mail. I guess I have to play a song. Give me 1 second.
We've got mail. We've got mail. Mail. Thank you for all the happy Mother's Day wishes and the birthday wishes. I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the moms that are watching and happy birthday to anyone that's having a birthday this month. Patient's birthday is coming up.
Madam Mayor's birthday is
Madam Mayor's birthday is coming up. Look at all these May birthdays.
All right. This one is from Miss Valerie Sevier from Indiana, and it is, here's my $1. Hope this helps. I also donated to the Ants for Harley, Valerie. Thank you so much, Valerie. We truly appreciate it.
This box is from Chris Tisdale. Says, hey, George, happy birthday. I got something for you. I know you don't have this. I got this from a storage locker about 5 years now. And I cleaned out the storage locker too and got paid to do it. What's inside the bag? I can't say. You'll have to. This is all for you to look.
Oh, here we go.
You're right, Chris. I don't have this. An Elvis bag. And then it's pretty heavy, so I think there's something in it.
Oh my goodness, I just had the best idea ever.
Oh my goodness, a bunch of trading cards. There's a ton in here.
I just had the best idea ever.
What?
I'd get all of your Elvis stuff, box it up. It goes down to Florida. You can put the Elvis collection in Florida. I can put my toy collection at Hale's headquarters. Genius!
You just want to take over the shelves.
Like you don't take over everything in my life. All right, from Kathy Margot in New York. Kathy Margot in New York said court fees for What the Hales fan from Kathy. And what she sent $1. Look at that. That's $2 more. We've often said we are now $155,000 over $155,000 in court fees out of pocket. And we've said if every person who actually watches a video sent $1, that would wipe that all out, and we could move forward as planned with working on the school and prepping that for community events and Christmas in the Creek and other things as well. But at this point, we appreciate everybody who's given. Even every dollar counts.
Yes, yes. This box came directly from Amazon. I've got some butterflies and buttercups. It says, the note says, enjoy your gift from Gwendolyn Bell Bailey. I wonder.
Is that for patience?
Butterflies and buttercups. Oh, it's a pop-up flower bouquet. How cool. I've actually seen these on TikTok. They're really cool. And then a blanket.
Why are you wearing a t-shirt and I'm wearing a hoodie?
Because it's hot here in Florida.
Nice. Happy moments, praise God. Difficult moments, praise God. All moments. Oh, it says seek God and worship God. That's fantastic.
Yes. Thank you.
So Letner from Orlando, Florida. Letner from Orlando, Florida has $5 bill and a handful of change, and the peacocks are going crazy right now, which, by the way, there are 13 eggs as of today. It says, Jeremy and George, my birthday is on 5/23, so I thought I would send you a $5.23 towards your legal fund. I love your content, and I watch you daily. From James Letner. Thank you so much, James. Appreciate you. I'm going to go on to another one, which is Terry Taylor in Illinois. And Terry Taylor, holy cow! Look at this. This just keeps coming for legal fees. There's $3 right there. And it says, Dear George and Jeremy, I've been a fan for many years. This is my favorite channel. I'm pleased to be able to donate this $3 for your legal fees. So I'm writing this note while watching your live stream. Look at that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Terry. We appreciate you.
So this one doesn't say who it's from, but wait till you see what it is. It came from some embroidery place in Ohio. But this is actually for Travis. Travis, if you're watching, ba-bam!
Two-town, baby! Two-town, baby!
These are for cornhole. These are cornhole bags, custom-made cornhole bags.
Nice.
Two-town, baby!
That's for Christian and Patience right there, care of What the Hales. And so
whoever sent those, thank you.
May, look at that. May open and read on Sunday night chat videos. Look, that's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. Which, by the way, the employees, whether it's Florida, Deanna gets it and preps it for the live streams, or whether it's Ohio, Christian and Patience get the mail and prep it. Happy first Mother's Day. I will be with Christian and Patience tomorrow. I will make sure they get this. What a lucky baby I have to become a mommy like you to grow up with, and a funny Uncle Jeremy to take on. Grandpa Jeremy. I'm 52. 57. And funny Uncle Jeremy to take you on your adventures. Enjoy your first Mother's Day. Baby George Pepper. Look at that. Thank you so much. I will make sure, I don't know who it's from, but I'll make sure they get it tomorrow. I'm going to open another one. This is from Jerry Fuller from Washington. And it says, thinking of you both. And it has a bird. And we have lots of birds right now at Hale's headquarters. And look at that. There's dollars. There's dollars right there. Jeremy and George, have a little help with your court fees. $5 on us. I'm 75, disabled veteran. And thanks for everything you're doing, fighting for our rights. Hope this helps. Jerry. Jerry, thank you so much. We truly, truly appreciate it.
All right. This one came directly from Amazon. It says, George, here's one you can tease Jeremy with, from Debbie Vaughn.
I was going to say, it's got to be Debbie Vaughn. Freaking tablet. It's a freaking free tablet. Knuckles, soap on a rope.
Thanks, Debbie. This is going to go up on that shelf right there.
Debbie, I ain't in jail yet. yet. All right. This one is from Kenny Dix in Wisconsin. And look at this is unusual. Look at this. What do we find in every storage unit? $2 bills.
$2.
And it says this. It says, a little help from your friends. Note the half diamond H on the back. Half diamond H on the back. Oh, there it is right there. See it right there? Half diamond H on the back. Note the half diamond H on the back. It's nearly 100-year-old homestead brand from Mellon County, South Dakota. Good luck and God bless, Kenny. Thank you so much, Kenny. Here's another one from Ricky. I'm going to open as well. And Ricky, oh, Ricky, you so fine. You so fine. You blow my mind. Jeremy George. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Ricky Kuhn, and I live in Alabama, which is Alabama, the Florida line. I've been watching y'all for 2 years now and following your problems, with your favorite neighbors closely. Everybody knows we're the bad neighbors. I can't believe what you've been going through. It amazes me, but enough said about that. I'm 73 years old. I have a jewelry business for several years in a mall on the internet. I shut it down in 2008. No joke. In 2008, due to health problems. My health is better now. However, due to a stroke, I can no longer continue. And I also have another business that I've had for 6 years. I have over $150,000 worth of handmade wire jewelry that I can send you a few sample pictures of to prove it is worth your time to consider my offer. What I like to do is bring it to you or sell it on YouTube. All the proceeds as follows. It will be your choice of what to be used for. I will limit the use for 3 different things. Number 1, you can use it to help pay for your legal fees. Number 2, you can use it to help Harley's family get her away from that we'll say witch, but it started with a B instead, that stole her. Number 3, you can use it for Harley to help her have a good life after she gets with her actual biological family. If you're interested in doing this, and I hope you are, please contact me so we can make arrangements when you are in Otter Creek. If you're not interested, please let me know. Ricky, we are interested. If you can email us, that's the best way to start communication. So we appreciate your generosity and your thoughts of not only us, but more importantly, for a child. And so we'll be in touch. As a matter of fact, I'll probably call you tomorrow. Ricky, if you're watching right now, I will call you tomorrow. But what will happen is my number will be blocked. It will come up as private, and you'll have to answer it in order to get a hold of me or for us to communicate. So we'll just plan that.
This came all the way from Canada from James Aaron Smith. Says, George and Jeremy, this is okay to read online. There's a ton of stuff in here. Says, number 1, there's 6 be safe, don't be stupid keychains are for the next people you need to say do the right thing. And then there's also Second Amendment coins for you till you get the real one back. Number 3, there's kindness coins to give to the next person that does the right thing. And then there's pens to give out for promotion or to give to a group of friends. We can decide. And the funny stickers are for us. Keeping you all in my prayers. Stay safe. And as always, keep smiling. Aw, thank you, James.
Thank you, James.
There's a lot of fun stuff in there.
All right. This is from Kansas, I believe, all the way from Kansas. And wha-bam! Happy birthday. Let's see who it's for. And it has $10 in it, and it says, whatever suits your style, make sure it makes you smile. My wishes for you every day. It's from Ernie and Eric and Jody. I'm going to guess this is for your birthday, George. And there's another note, and it says, I hope you had a wonderful birthday. Sorry so late. I guess it's for my birthday, since it says sorry so late. So it's actually for my birthday, but we're going to pretend it's for your birthday as well, since you're 52 now. I thought you might like this card since you like to collect different things and a guitar also. Sorry I couldn't find one with toys on it. I love to hear you sing and play your guitar. You're very good at it. I watch you and George all the time and would like to meet you too. With all of my love and respect, P.S. I love to eat like you do, Eric. Thank you so much, Eric. So he sent it for my birthday, but we're going to pretend it's for George's birthday as well. Dual birthday purposes today.
This one came straight from Amazon, but I didn't see a note. It's a t-shirt.
Cancer sucks in every color.
Whoever sent this, thank you.
Thank you so much. This is from A. Williamson in South Carolina, and it's for George. It says, George, may God bless you and keep you always. You're a truly special person. Sorry this will be late, but happy birthday, Amanda. You want to know what Amanda sent you? I'm looking for Amanda. Amanda, hug and kiss. That's what Crook is yelling. That's what Crook yells all the time over at Turd Sanctuary. Yeah, you got a brooch.
No,
you got a brooch.
There's a shadow box with all my brooches. This is from Shane Cook.
It's not lemon heads, is it?
No.
Good, I won't eat them on accident then. Oh, nice. Sweet. Yep. Very cool.
Jamie. I think these are custom made. No
clue who sent this, but it looks like it's a debunking button, to be honest. Let's see. I'm a little scared to actually, I mean, this is YouTube. We're family friendly. It looks like if I pull this tab, do I dare? You know, that was easy. I bet you this is a debunking button. There's no doubt this is a debunking button. I'm not brave enough to actually play it. I'm not brave enough to play it on Z YouTubes.
Got a birthday card from Mama Cat. Says birthday wishes for someone special. Dear George, happy birthday. All the best, Mama Cat and Jerry. The world is such a nicer place because of people like you. It shows in every smile inspired by thoughtful things you do. Hoping the happiness you share comes back to you today and wishing you the coming year will bring the best in your life. Happy birthday. P.S. We hope you received the 2 bags of footballs and basketballs and the box of toys for Christmas in the Creek. We gave it to Travis to give to you. Yes, he did bring that. So thank you so much.
This is from, I didn't know if you had Crocs. We're still live. Yes, I wear Crocs every day. And so does George. To fit on your new tennis shoes from Jeannie. And check this out. They are lights to light up your path where you walk. You charge them up, and then they go on your Crocs. You want me to send these to Florida for your Crocs since you're scared of the dark?
Yes,
all right, Jeannie, these are going to Florida for George's Crocs because she's scared of the dark. I'm not as scared of the dark as George is.
Well, it's not the dark that I'm afraid of. It's the unknown in the dark lurking.
It's the crook and the liars in the dark.
This is from Lynette Rar, but it says do not read on live. So I'll read this off air, Lynette. Thank you for sending a letter.
This is from another country. Actually, I don't know right now, but it's got Curly Whirlies. It's a 5-pack, Cadbury. And it's got a George bracelet. And it has a Jeremy bracelet. Although the letters are a little turned right now. And a note. Let's see what the note says. Oh, it just has stickers. I just lost stickers. Chicken stickers? Yeah, chicken stickers. All right, let's see what it says. It says, Dear Jeremy and George, I watch you with all my parents, and I made you these bracelets. I hope you like them, and I put some English sweets. Oh, it must be from the UK then. English sweets, which are called Curly Whirlies, which are caramel-covered chocolate. I hope you enjoy. Sophie in England. How cool is that? Sophie sent this all the way from England and personalized bracelets.
Aww. That's so sweet.
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
All right. The next letter is from Tracy Loomis. Says, here's my contribution to your legal fees. Love the show. God bless. And she sent 5 singles. There's this horsefly just flying around. Thank you, Tracy.
You think throwing singles at it's going to make it go away? This is like Lynette. Yeah. The more singles you throw at her, the more she gets down and dirty on that pole. Okay. This is a big old box, and it says to Jeremy and George. And let's see what we got here. It says, Jeremy and George, I've been watching your channel for years now and thoroughly enjoy it. I've included some items that I made. There are 2 reading pillows. The pockets are perfect for holding your favorite book or your nightly snack. That's a George thing for sure. You know how much weight I've lost since George isn't shoving food in my mouth? None. But that's besides the point. That makes no difference whatsoever. But The pockets are full for holding your favorite book or your favorite snack or court documents. And some rolls of embroidered toilet paper. I was running out of toilet paper. Madam Mayor and her husband were here, and I was scared I was going to run out of toilet paper, and I was so close. I just bought some with cancer ribbons on it. Also included a box of candy. I don't know if you have this in the U.S., but they're one of my favorites, and they seem rather appropriate in your situation. I hope you enjoyed them. From Matt in Canada. Okay, let's see what Matt's got over here. Oh! I don't lie. I plead the fifth. That's not how my brain works. Ugh! Oh my goodness. You can put your snacks right in here. Oh my goodness. Are you seeing this?
That's awesome.
I don't lie. I plead the fifth. That's not how my brain works. Oh my goodness. I think that one's for me because I think this one is for you.
What the hell?
And you put your candy in there. Check that out. Okay.
That's awesome.
Have you ever had your own brand of toilet paper?
No, that is awesome.
Wow. How in the world do you embroider toilet paper? I don't know how. But he embroidered toilet paper.
Wow, that's awesome.
Oh my goodness. And he thought this would be funny. And it is.
You can put it in your snack pillow.
I'm just going to shove it right down in the turtle snack pillow. I agree. That is hilarious. Now,
that's funny.
This is hilarious and awesome. There is no way I'll never, it will be an emergency if I have to use this. I'm just throwing that out there. And that's not uncommon. I have lots of emergencies. If I start eating cashews, the emergencies are plentiful.
There's guarantee that there's going to be an emergency.
Guaranteed emergency. And even then, getting back, and I don't know where anything is in the house. Like, I have no clue. And that's how flexible I am. Like, George would be like, well, what do you want to do with this? I don't care. Just do it. If I'm in a relationship, I don't care. Just do it. Just do it. I don't care. I know where nothing in the house is. Nothing.
All you got to do is open the drawers and teach yourself.
And so I was like, there's got to be toilet paper here somewhere. There's no way we left and didn't have toilet paper in the house. I opened every single drawer. I had an emergency. We'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at shop towels are wonderful things.
Got a birthday card from Mary Dale. Says, happy birthday, dear George. Happy birthday. Have a wonderful day. I enjoy watching you both, and you're funny. God bless you both and be safe. Best wishes, Mary. Thank you, Mary. And then I've got two more. This one is from Alan. Alan, am I allowed to read this on air? This is a long note. Oh, baby adventures. Says Jeremy, I was thrilled to get all the prayers from your viewers. That was for me was worth more than nearly $5. So he sent $5 towards the legal fees. Oh, baby adventures first Mother's Day. He's so cute. Thank you, Alan.
His smile.
All right, I got one more.
Ladies. Because when Baby Adventure starts dating with that smile, you is done.
This one is from J.K. Williams. Says, Dear George and Jeremy, thank you for all the laughs, tears, and news from Otter Creek. Please accept this $1 for me to help your legal fees. And then also enclosed is $5 to replace the check from the gentleman battling cancer. Prayers for him and you, J.K. Williams. Oh, that was so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. That completes what I have as far as mail.
And that's all the mail I have. And, and that's all the babies. That's all the babies.
Oh my goodness.
So
our YouTube grandbabies.
Many babies. So many babies.
All right. We are we are going to transition into a sale. We're going to have a claim to fame buy it now sale. If this is your first time attending one of our live bulk sales, make sure that you are in live chat and not top chat. This is super important. That way myself and Jeremy, along with our moderators and everyone else at home, can see the live chat happening in real time as close as possible. What we'll do is we'll have a claim to fame buy it now. Jeremy will tell you what the buy it now prices are, and then I'll show an item, and then Flipping Adventures will type go, go, go in the live chat. And then the first person to claim it for the amount that Jeremy announces is the winner of that bulk lot. Keep in mind that if for some reason your amounts aren't going through in the live chat, try putting a $ ahead. So for example, if a bulk auction, if a bulk lot goes for $100, if you type in 100 and no one can see it, try putting in a $ or some type of symbol before or after the 100. And then you'll have the option of being either surprised, or we can show you the lot. If you live outside of the United States, you're more than welcome to claim a bulk lot, but just know that there will be additional shipping costs. Those shipping costs vary anywhere between $50 and $200. It's all based on the weight of the package, the dimensions, and where you are located in the world. Know your country's custom laws and if there's any import fees. We ask all buyers this evening to send us your information immediately to whatthehales@Yahoo. We will display the email address on the screen once we go into the sale, and then Jeremy, along with our moderators, will remind you throughout the sale where to send it and what to send. We want your YouTube profile name, your real name, your mailing address, the name of the bulk lot, and the amount that you claimed it for. And then later on this evening, I will send an invoice via PayPal. You don't have to have a PayPal account in order to pay the invoice. You'll have an option of using either a debit card / bank card, your credit card, or your PayPal account. Keep in mind that everything is sold as is. There's no guarantees. There's no returns. We sell these items off to you as we find them in the storage unit or wherever we source them from. And then at the end of the sale, you'll have a chance to win a free item. I'll have 2 lucky winners at the end of the sale based on a trivia question that Jeremy will ask. The first 2 people to answer that trivia question correctly in the live chat are the winners of the free giveaway. The trivia question comes from the least viewed video of the week, so keep that in mind. And then as best practice, and because there are YouTube glitches that are out of our control and that we are at the mercy of these glitches, make sure that, and to prevent any lagging, as best practice, we suggest that you refresh in between every lot and then make sure you switch from top chat to live chat. I can't even stress how important that is when we're doing this. And then also, if you have no intentions of paying this week, then please do not claim anything. That will get you banned and you won't be able to participate in any future live chats.
But George, how could you ban people? Don't you believe in freedom of speech?
No, this isn't about freedom of speech. This is about if you have no intentions of paying.
Well, I'm just saying that there are those that say we don't believe in freedom of speech if they get banned. First of all, we 100% believe in freedom of speech. Your freedom of speech ends at my opportunity to decide whether I want to listen to it or not. Your freedom of speech can go on, create your own channel, say whatever you want. Doesn't mean I have to let it happen here on ours. And so your speech can go to any place on the planet, but every person can decide they don't want to listen to it. And that includes myself and George. So if you're going to say you want to bid on something and then you're not going to pay for it, you're hurting other people who could actually bought it, resold it, put food on the table for their family. So we don't appreciate that very much. We want to make sure people are successful and continue to help them in that.
All right, I'm going to go get the first lot.
All right, first lot here tonight. It will all be claim to fames here this evening. George doesn't let me do auctions anymore, even though I like the auctions more. She likes the claim to fames more, and because it's easier on her back And at the ripe old age of 52, George has major back issues. And so the reality is, so do I with storage units, but George's are different case. So first claim to fame here tonight, remember, is everything is with free shipping. Claim to fame. Once Deanna Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George can show whenever she wants, so she can start right now. First person to actually type the number $155 will be the wiener.
So this lot was actually donated by Vicki, who used to work for NASA. We talked about this last week, that I would put this up for sale. So all the proceeds will go towards, we'll say, Christmas in the Creek. So this is like a surprise NASA lot. I haven't gone through any of it, but it looks like she sent a bag filled with decals that are all NASA related. And then she sent a ton of NASA patches. There's a ton of buttons that are NASA related. It looks like there's a lanyard in there. Again, I have not looked through it. This is how Vicki sent it to us and wanted us to sell it and then use the funds towards Christmas in the Creek.
All right, Eric C. just claimed it for $155. Eric C. All right, Eric C., here's what you're going to do. You're going to email George. I should be pointing to whatthehales@yahoo.com. You're going to email her your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount, $155, and tell her it's the NASA lot. It's the NASA lot. Now, all we need to know is, do you want to be surprised? Do you want to be surprised? I was not looking what George was doing, so maybe she showed it all already. Maybe she didn't.
But no, there's 2 more flats.
All right, so George is going to go ahead. Ed, I'm sorry, it's Ed C. Ed said go ahead and show it. So George is going to show the flats here in her phone. She did not anticipate having the cameras like this evening. It was literally a split-second decision before we went live, because her laptop is the issue that we are constantly having with sound in 2 different locations. Now that we have that isolated, we can now correct it. So George is literally just put her camera up on a stand literally seconds before we went live. We were actually late going live because of it. But now all the audio is fixed, and so that's a bonus. So a little bit of flexibility here this evening in regards to trying to figure this all out for this summer season. Okay, that being said, Ed C is the winner. Ed, no matter what you want done with it, which I saw what you just typed, you still are going to email and let George know, and she will make appropriate plans afterwards. Okay. All right. Number 2 is $149. Claim to fame is $149. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George is going to show, regardless of when she says go, go, go. But once she says go, 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 the first person to actually claim it for $149 will be the wiener. And Flippin' Adventures did say go, go, go. Second lot up here tonight in the claim to fame is, I can't see. So I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't matter all that much. It just matters, are you going to be the first to claim it and have the fame for it? So 149. That is, oh, it looks like an entire vest. A jean jacket.
It's only a half a vest.
Okay, it looks like an entire half of a vest filled with pins. Don Gibson just claimed it. Don Gibson just claimed it for $149. Don, we need to know, do you want to be surprised? Don, I'm pretty sure you already know. You're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount, $149, and tell George it was the tack lot. The tack lot. She'll make sure everybody gets an invoice tonight. Don't worry if you email us and you get an auto response. Everybody who emails us gets an auto response on all platforms, because it's not humanly possible for us to actually read everything, even though still to this day, I'm still doing it. And you might be thinking, do you get any sleep? The answer is no. No, I don't. But are you not entertained? All right. Next lot here tonight is, she said surprise. Next lot here tonight is going to be $130. $130, and George is going to take it away. $130. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 first person that types in $130 will be the claim to fame Wiener. $130 here tonight. Keep in mind that George's camera is not pointing down. Not that we ever have success with the camera pointing down anyway, but actually this way is much better with her phone camera. It's already better with the phone camera. But again, the claim to fame amount here tonight is $130 on this lot. Flippin' Adventures already said go, go, go. Big Mike just came in. Big Mike just won big with the claim to fame, $130. $130. What are we even looking at? Is this an entire military and ephemeria lot?
Yeah, this is military and ephemera. And Big Mike likes to collect this stuff, so.
Exactly what I said, Big Mike. Ephemeria. All right, Big Mike. We need to know if you want to be surprised there, Big Mike. And you know what you're going to do, Big Mike. You're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of $130, and tell George it's the military lot. The military lot. Okay? Military lot. And you can just go ahead. Big Mike said show, so go ahead and show.
Okay. He was in the Navy, so there is paperwork for the Navy. And then there's additional discharge paperwork. He was Hungarian, so there's a ton of stuff from Hungary from when he became a U.S. citizen. So you'll get this flat, and then there's a ton of other awards and papers in here that are military and just ephemera items, not necessarily military, but just part of his history.
Which is pretty cool because I've seen a lot of it before I came back to Ohio. And yeah, James, exactly. Georgia's camera is way, way better. So if I can get her to start just using her phone instead of her laptop, we'll see how that works. But we'll see. We'll see if it goes long term. So yes, you are correct. The camera is already better. The sound is better. The camera is better. Everything is better. Okay. So she either needs to use her phone from now on or get a better laptop. So I'm guessing she'll probably use her phone. All right, next up is $150. $150. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 and George is already going to show. Flippin' Adventures just did say go, go, go. It is $150. It's starting to look to me like another pin-a-lot with all kinds of historic collectible pins. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, here we go. This must be the other half of the jean jacket.
It is.
I must have went all Hulk on it and ripped it off my back, and I was like, hey, like Hulk went mad, and ripped that jacket in half. Claim to fame amount, $150. Now, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing there's probably 150 pins on that thing. But
there's a lot. It's heavy.
I don't know for sure. I'm just seeing what you guys are seeing. And 150 is the claim to fame here tonight on the other half of the jean jacket, which looks like all kinds of historic pins. Hawk mad, rip vest. And JK, I said Hawk. Promise I said Hawk. And Don Gibson just came in at 150. Some cool pins in there. All right. Don Gibson. Ed C said, I need both sides. OCD won't let me get the just one. Don Gibson just won it. Don, you know exactly what you're going to do, and I'm pretty sure you already saw it all as well. You're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, claim to fame amount $150. Tell George it was the tack pin a lot. Number two. As a matter of fact, the first one, she always numbers it. She got OCD. If you don't know, George has ADHD and OCD, and she didn't number it this time.
I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot to do that.
The next lot is 100. I think Danielle Oatmeal has been asked potentially. Don't take my word for it, Danielle. Actually, I know nothing. I'm just seeing for the first time what she has written down, and all she has written down is words that do not mean what they could mean. But the claim to fame tonight is 129 on this lot. 129 on this lot. Flippin' Adventures is going to say go, go, go. George has already started to show, and I ain't talking about babies. Even though it's Mother's Day, we ain't talking.
These are all photos that are black and white. I'm not going to show every single one, but you get this.
Oh my goodness.
Not included.
Danielle Oatmeal typed in 1,290, then typed in 229, and on the third try, before Soldier Mom got in, typed 129. Danielle, I thought maybe it was the music sheets based on what she written down, but I was wrong. But I still think you might be. I think you're going to be very happy. As a matter of fact, this is a killer deal. And you get all of this as well. All right. So, Danielle, do you want to be surprised? This is a killer.
Say yes, because there's a lot. I mean, I pretty much showed it all, but everything's. It's either black and white photos or just like vintage ephemera. And
okay, so she said surprise. So I know, Danielle. I know you've been asking for the music sheets and all of that. And I don't even think we just pulled it out of the trailer right before 2 weeks ago. I left Otter Creek 2 weeks and 1 day ago. And so I don't even know if it's coming up tonight, but I think you will. I'm looking now, actually, to see if it's coming up. I think you'll be happy with what you just got. I mean, what you just got is pretty epic. And so what you're going to want to do is tell George that your YouTube name, your real name, which is Oatmeal. We all know it's Oatmeal. Your shipping address, your buy it now amount for 129, and let George know it's the Emphomeria lot. The Emphomeria. And there's some super cool pictures in there. Old black and white, and it's just some really cool stuff. This next lot is $101. $101. And George is starting to show, and I ain't talking about babies, even though it's Mother's Day. Flippin' Adventures just said go, go, go. And it looks like we're looking at handmade potential show dresses.
Yeah, these are custom made dance outfits because she used to be a part of a dance studio and did ballet and different kinds of dance.
Wow. All right. I don't even think I saw these. I was sorting most of this unit before I left Otter Creek, but I did not get it all finished. Ed C says, "Oh man, that's not going to fit me." Did I say what the claim of fame was? I did, right? 101. 101 is the claim to fame on this lot here. 101. And it looks like it's fancy pants. Fancy pants and all kinds of dresses. Wow, 101. Heath says, sorry, just not my style. Heath, that's good to hear. Oh, man. Look at this. Wow, 101. 101 is the claim to fame tonight on this. It looks like a whole bunch of, you know what? When I was just like, oh man, look at this. There's a 10-second delay. I'm watching it as you guys are watching it now, so I can see if anybody claims it. And so I'm not watching it live. So I probably said it at the wrong time. Who knows what was going on the screen when I actually said that. But 101 is 101 is the claim to fame here tonight on this lot, with all types of show.
Do you have resale value?
Say that again.
I said these custom-made dance outfits do have a ton of resale value.
They're so expensive. Yeah, they're so expensive. For anybody who is in dance and needs that custom little extra flair. When you want to custom your when you want to put the little flair, when you want to bedazzle the judges, this is where it's at. They're asking sizes. Do you know any sizes?
I don't. She's been in, the girl was in dance like her whole life, so it's all different sizes.
I just wanna dance. Oh, isn't October coming soon? Isn't Halloween coming up next?
This one doesn't look like it's ever been worn.
All right, there's no claim on that. Set that lot aside. Even though you may still have more to go, just set it aside. We're going to go to the next one. Oh, boy, here we go. All right, the next one here tonight is $135. Go ahead and give all those fancy things to Deanna to put on eBay. $135. And once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 and George does the show, then you can claim it here tonight. Remember, it's free shipping anywhere except outside of the United States. And the claim to fame not here tonight is $135. $135. This looks to me like, is this vintage, handcrafted, and vintage linens is what it's starting to look like to me. Plus, that's what she wrote down. So I know you ladies love this fabric stuff.
This is handcrafted pillowcases.
135 is the claim to fame on this lot tonight. 135. And Eileen Glazer just claimed it. Eileen Glazer just claimed it. Eileen, here's what you're going to do. You're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount, 135. Tell George it is the handcrafted vintage linens lot. At least that's what she wrote. Just a reminder to all the wieners tonight. You're gonna message right there, whatthehales@yahoo.com. Eileen, you're getting all of that. Everything
minus the tote.
And George will make sure that she has a customized invoice to you here this evening after the live stream before she goes to bed and you go to bed. And so we'll make that all work. Oh boy, here we go again. 136 is this next one, okay? 136 is this next claim to fame. And I can tell you that she uses the descriptive words of assorted and vintage. And she also has it as Hungarian. 136, Flippin' Adventure has said go, go, go. And George has already started to show. 136. And it's Gigi Gramagale already in it. Didn't even waste any time at all. Gigi Gramagale. And Gigi Gramagale, what you just claimed is a assorted Hungarian vintage dollies and linens lot.
Doilies.
Oh. I never claimed to be able to read. So, great, Gigi Gramagale. You're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of 136, and let George know it's the assorted Hungarian vintage doilies, not dollies, and linens. Okay. And Danielle Oatman goes, Gigi, you got me this time. Gigi Grandma Gail was all over that one, like immediate. But Danielle, Gigi, you may, I don't know about this one. You know, I should keep my mouth shut. Exactly, JK, dollies. All right, this next lot here tonight is $103. 103, it should say doilies. 103 doilies. No? Okay, dollies. Okay, dollars. $103. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, 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 George has already started to show. And Flippin' Adventure said go, go, go. The very first person to claim it tonight for 103 is Soulja Mom. Soulja Mom was all over it for 103. Soulja Mom was all over it for 103. These are assorted tablecloths and napkins. It's vintage, crazy stuff that's it's beautiful is what it is. It's literally beautiful. So Soulja Mom, you know what you're going to do. You're going to send your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame amount of $103, and let George know it's the assorted tablecloth, napkins, all that kind of vintage goodness lot for 103. And I don't know if George is going to show the tote in the camera, which I think she is. You're getting everything.
Minus the tote.
Everything you see in there, you're getting it with free shipping. In other words, I'm probably paying you to own it out of my pocket because I have to pay all the shipping. All right. And you're going, no, you don't. George pays all the shipping. No, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way at all. Okay. And Soulja Mom definitely wants to be surprised. That is going to be a ton of fun. All right. This next one here tonight is $88. And just so happens to be the cheapest lot. But I also know that anything that could be in this could be worth quite a bit. Cheapest lot. Oh, my goodness. Flippin' Adventure said go, go, go. It's $88. George has already started to show. And Frank says, I stalked Jeremy and Wooster for Bibles. You did, Frank, but I agreed to meet you and give them to you for your ministry. So big difference there. Kitty Mama Felicia is in at $88. Kitty Mama Felicia. Frank, I hope the ministry is going extremely well. All right, Kitty Mama Felicia, you know what you're going to do. You're going to send us your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame at $88, and tell George it's the baby blanket lot. I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, assorted baby blankets, vintage baby blankets.
I'm going to throw brand new towels in too.
Did that have the words luxury on them? Soft luxury. Man, we ain't got towels like that at Hale's headquarters. Can't afford that. When I said I was trying to sell my rental property to pay legal fees, I literally am. I am trying to get my tenants to buy so that we can go the next round in legal fees. But they are having a problem with getting approved. So it's the amazing thing. Like I like to think of myself as a good landlord. I will take care of issues. But the very first thing I'll say to people is, why in the world would you pay me to live here when you can go get a mortgage and pay a third of the price and own it when you're done with it? Don't waste your money renting from me. And I'll get the same question. I'll get the same thing every time. I can't get approved. I can't get approved. I can't get approved.
So the next lot was paid for last week and was by Frankie and was told to throw back up for sale and donated the money towards whatever we want.
Is this a new record of a lot paying it forward?
Yes. Yes.
How many times is this? 4. This is number 4. We have
This
broken a What the Hale's record. This lot has been purchased and now put up for the 4th time. Do not claim it until you understand that everything you see, even though it has resale value, is empty. Empty. Some of you right now are going, I know exactly what it is. $99. It has been sent back and said, pay it forward. $99 is the claim to fame amount here tonight. It is a new What the Hales record. Flippin' Adventure said, go, go, go. Georgia started to show. Keep in mind that every single box is empty. There is resale value in boxes. It is $99. $99 here tonight. Rose Blue goes, whoa, wow, $99. $99 of boxes and all, $99 of boxes. You take one down, you pass it around, you got still $99 of boxes. And it is Bob Atnip. Bob Atnip just bought it for $99. All right, Bob, you are the wiener. Okay. And Bob, here's what you're going to do. It was Frankie was last week, and Frankie just claimed, hey, it's Bob. It's Bob this week. Bob, what you're going to do is you're going to send George your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, claim to fame of $99, and tell her it's the empty boxes lot. You can email her. All wieners tonight can email her right there, whattales@yahoo.com. When you do email, you will get an auto response with frequently asked questions. You can ignore that because George is going to send you a personalized invoice later this evening. And so, Bob, congratulations. Woo! And Bob is already saying keep them for even a bigger What the Hales record. Bob, put that in your email. Put it in your email, okay? And we are not only breaking the record, we are going to set a streak for the newest record that no lot will ever be able to break in the history of What the Hales once we retire, which I'm pretty sure is soon. All right, so here we go. Here tonight, the next lot. You probably saw a collection of these in a video this week. Probably a video yesterday. Next lot is $98. Once Flippin' Adventure says go, go, go. George has already started to show. Looks like DVDs to me. $98. $98 is the claim to fame here tonight. Flippin' Adventure's already said go, go, go. And it looks like a bunch of DVDs. DVD. And you guys know I love saying DVD. I don't know why. It just rolls off the tongue.
Some of these are brand new, still sealed.
Eric Wolf just claimed it. Eric Wolf just claimed it in the chat. And appreciate you, Eric. And Eric, here's what you're going to do. You're going to send George your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, your claim to fame of $98, and tell her it's DVD lot number 1. Look at that. She actually wrote number 1 like she didn't with the pin lots on the vest. So if you don't know what's coming after number 1, it's number 2. Number 2. Okay. So go ahead and show him the box real quick. I didn't see if he wanted to be surprised or not, but you are receiving this entire full box. Normally I tilt it, but it's not going to tilt really easy with the camera display here this evening.
It's a box this big.
There you go. All right. Okay. All righty. And the next lot. Once Flippin' Adventures says go, go, go. Forrest Goodwin says, I wish I had a landlord like you. I really feel like I think I'm a really good landlord. I will take care of any issues. And I try and help my tenants own their own home, not rent from me. Flippin' Adventure said, go, go, go. And it's $97. $97. And she's going, Jeremy, how much is it? Oh, this one, Toy Story, Meet the Robinson, $97. Linda put in 99, can't accept it. It's got to be 97. It's Marcus. It's Marcus. Marcus Lawrenson. Marcus is the man. Marcus, here's what you're going to do. You're going to email whattales@yahoo.com. You're going to email your YouTube name, your real name, your shipping address, claim to fame amount of $97. Tell George it was DVD lot number 2. Number 2. And with that being said, it looks like there's going to be an opportunity to win some freebies here tonight. There's definitely an opportunity to win some free stuff here tonight. Apparently, I need to have a question all set, which George will have to know which one it is. Okay, on display has a one. Done. I know it was fun. All right. Who called? I am. Ooh. I want to say number 2.
Okay. I might have to, let me hop off screen real quick to look at what number 2 is.
I can just show you on screen. They'll never know. You ready? There, I
No.
showed you. Uh-oh. Is she going to be able to get back on screen? That's weird, looking at George sideways like that. George does a lot of weird things, so there's a lot of times I have looked at her sideways like that. Like, I don't know if she's going to be back or not. Actually, she's on her laptop still, and I can see her on the laptop trying to figure it out. And it's not figuring out. She's attempting to. Just put yourself in on the laptop with the bad microphone since it's only a couple more minutes. Did you get the answer? She's coming in. You're muted. Are you there?
I know what number 2 is.
All right, we're going to have some bad sound here for a few minutes, but we're going to ask a question, and somebody's going to win something here tonight. Who called Christian from an old phone in the storage unit that Rob left unlocked? By the way, we received some very, very nasty messages. How dare you, Jeremy? I thought you were a Christian and you broke in. Do you people not understand? Rob was standing there the entire time watching it be filmed. It was Rob's idea for me to say I broke into his unit. How foolish can people think? How dumb are they to go, oh, Jeremy's going to break into something without permission? Like, come on.
I didn't get a chance to show what the giveaway is, but I do have my 2 winners. These are brand new, still sealed, that I found in a storage unit. These are all occasion greeting cards, still brand new, still sealed. I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. You get birthday cards, you get friendship cards, and you get miscellaneous cards. So the first person to answer the trivia question correctly with the answer of 1980 is Debbie Vaughn. Debbie Vaughn's my first winner. And then the second person to answer the trivia question correctly with 1980 is Lori. Just Lori, no last name, just Lori. Congratulations, ladies. Make sure you email me at whatthehales@yahoo.com. Let me know that you are the winner of tonight's giveaway. Oh, man. I'm sweating. My back doesn't hurt, but I'm sweating.
Well, I moved into a town with no one around, all to get away from the snow. I put in a 2-inch line, everything was fine until they tried to steal all my dough.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in from all over the planet. We hope you had fun with us and you enjoyed our live stream, and we'll tune again next Sunday.
Mary was in town hall, couldn't do math at all, just kept calling the law. Sending emails to Worm, hoping he'd confirm no one would know all her flaws.
We try and release a pre-recorded video daily, Monday through Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard, and then we go live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Now Lynette and John, they're running their con, trying to get any money they can. Everything around them dies, then she fake cries. They'll end up by a river in the van.
Thank you to our moderators for helping out in the live chat, dropping links, assisting with frequently asked questions, and helping with the sale. We appreciate you guys.
There's signs all over town. Now they're taken down, and everyone knows who done it. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. They're living in a shed with no permit.
Thank you to everyone that sent a super chat and a super sticker donation tonight. We truly appreciate the support.
Now Russ is texting Don, telling him it's on. Let's give the world a show. We always wanted fame, now they know our names. In the meetings, always vote no.
Thank you to everyone that became a What the Hell's member this evening, upgraded your membership, and those that gifted memberships. That means so much to us.
They're all making threats. The fans are taking bets. Who's gonna be the first in jail? We marry Russ or Don, Lynette or John. We just know it won't be what the hell.
Thank you to everyone who sent fan mail. We love opening up your gifts and reading your special notes. Say goodnight, Jeremy.
Good night, Jeremy.